Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Today's Friday, November 11th, 2022. I got here this is 2008 GMC Acadia. It came in with a no start condition. Customer complains. He went to get an oil change. He went to one of these quick oil changes places and he got an oil change. And little after that, the engine started knocking. And so we didn't go through the engine this time. The owner just said, just go ahead and replace the engine. So he provided us with another engine. Here we have it. This is the engine that went bad. Like I say, the problem started once the customer went to get an oil change. The engine started knocking. And so we pull out the engine. And we're gonna go ahead and drop this used engine right here. It's a good engine. It's a good engine. I already checked it out. I tested it. It's got good compression. I even had it running while it was in the car. Before the junkyard pulled it out, we started up. It's a good engine. It's got good oil pressure and it's got good compression. So this is what we're gonna drop in it. So I should have been done with this. Project like a week ago, but I suggested to this guy, since we already removing the engine, let's go ahead and remove the filter from the transmission. That way it'll be serviced all the way. That was a big mistake. Well, not a big mistake, but if I wouldn't said that, the car would have had put back together and I would have sent it its way. Maybe I would have sent it its way, but I don't know. The car probably wouldn't move anyway. So I suggested him to replace the filter, and this is what I found. Because this is what I do to all of these transmissions. I've been working long enough on these transmissions, and I know they have a common pattern failure. This is a transmission that came out of it, and as you can see, it's full of metal. Look at this. So this transmission is burned up. It's done. It's this. I don't even know how these people were driving with the bad engine and a bad transmission. Sometimes even they burn up, they can still go, and people don't really care. They just keep driving it like that until it quits. Once it quits, once the car doesn't move, then they're like, oh, it's time to fix the transmission. But by then it's too late, because all you needed all it needs is a filter replace, transmission filter replace. As you can see, this filter is full of clutch material and metal. So this is what came out of it. So the owner don't want to spend too much money on the transmission. So he asked me, I got a 4-wheel drive that is in good condition. Will that work? And I told him yes, but it has to be the same year. So what I'm gonna do, I got this transmission right here. This is a 4-wheel drive, as you can see. This is the final gears right here. This is the differential, and this is a 4x4. But we're gonna turn this 4x4 into a 2-wheel drive. So what we need to do in order to make it in a 2-wheel drive, we have to replace the gears, the differential gears. And this is a 2007. Let me show you. This is a 2008. Can't barely see it, but the first number means the year, so this is a 2008. And this is a 2007. Let me see if I can. Probably not gonna be able to. Can you see? It's right there. 2007. So when you start throwing parts at it or swapping parts, you want to make sure that you put in the right parts in, because these differentials, they all different, and I'm gonna show you in a minute, and that way you don't make the same you don't make the same mistake I did, because all of these transmissions, this is 07, that is 08, this is a 2013, and the one over there, that's a 2012. That one right there. Yeah, that is 2012. And they all look the same. All of them, they all look the same, but they're not the same. This is the bell housing for the 2-wheel drive. It looks the same. It looks pretty much the same. There's a seal right here. A seal that goes right here. I took it off because I already, if you notice, I already cleaned this up, and I already replaced this seal right here, the torque converter seal. And I'm gonna put a new seal over here. This is for the 2-wheel drive. This came from the 2-wheel drive. This came from the 4x4. So I'm gonna leave this alone, and I'm gonna use the 2-wheel drive. Let me see. As you can see, I already replaced the seal. And on these transmissions, the filter is not serviceable. In order to change the filter, you have to remove the transmission and pull the bell housing out. So this is the filter right here. I already replaced it. You can tell right away when somebody has been in this transmission or in any transmission, the 6075E, because the original filters, they're like brownish color, and these are black. The aftermarket filters are black. And I do have the part numbers. I've been using O'Reilly's for my parts, and so far they've been working pretty good. This is National Seal, and this is the converter seal. This is the converter seal, and that's the part number right there, 7105661. And this is gonna be the converter seal. I also have the output shaft seals. This is a Master Pro, and this is gonna be the output shaft driver's side. And there's the part number right there, 7010546. That's the output shaft driver's side, and this is gonna be the output shaft passenger side. That's the seal, and this one is gonna go right here on this side. Right here, like right here. Yeah. And the part number is 7010583. And your filter, I got it from Morales too. I got it from Morales. And that's your filter right there. You got to be careful when you take this off. When you take this off, there's a seal right here that goes in between the pump and the filter right there. There's a seal right there. And that seal always stay with the filter. So every time you take your filter off, the seal comes right off too. So when you put this filter, if you don't put this seal, whenever you go back and put this filter and the seal's not here or not here, your transmission is gonna burn up. So you wanna be careful. Make sure that you have the seal. I don't know if you can see it right there. Make sure that you put the seal back on. And also this bearing right here, it always falls right off. I put it back with some grease. And as you can see, it's got a side. You know, you don't want to put this bearing like this because you're gonna damage something. It'll fit either way, but the right way is like if you see these little ears right here, they're gonna be facing the stator. See, that's how it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be flat right here. So the little ears that are sticking up, they're gonna go towards the stator. And that's how it's supposed to look like. So I always put grease to make sure that it holds still in there, and when I'm putting it back together, it's not falling off. Don't forget about this bearing. Don't forget about this seal right here in between the pump and the filter. These are two very important things. And over here, what I'm gonna do is this is the TCM transmission control module. We're not gonna be using this TCM because this TCM belongs to a different vehicle. So we're gonna use the original TCM, which is this one. But we're gonna do some work on it because as you can see, the pressure switches are blown out. So we're gonna replace the pressure switches and the seals right here. And also what I was telling you about the differential, you got to make sure that it's the right differential. They all have marks. As you can see, this came from a different transmission. Let me show you. I only got put you right here for a minute. As you can see the difference. You see the difference? This one is thicker than this one. And this one has 61 tooth and this one has 59 tooth. So it's a different gear ratio. So once you start changing parts, you want to make sure that you put the right ones in it. And they're all gonna be marked. This one has 2 marks right here. 2 marks, and this one has 1 mark. And its companion is gonna have 2 marks too. Right here. So it's got 2 marks. So, and this one has 1 mark. So that's a pair right there. And you wanna keep them as pairs. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the differential in. We're gonna put the bell housing for the two-wheel drive. We're gonna fix the transmission control module. We're gonna put new seals, new gaskets, and that should work. So this is how you can turn your four-wheel drive transmission into a two-wheel drive transmission. If you like the video and you think it's helpful for you guys, just hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. And I'm gonna get at it. I'm gonna start working on it and get this done. Hopefully I can put it all back together and drop this engine and transmission today. I should have it ready and running by the end of the day. But any questions, just let me know. Put them on the comments. And thank you very much for watching. See you later.